So love, baby.
Welcome back to part two. Still talking to my broadcasting friend, Kofi, the Smile Maker Smiles.
What you say? Yeah, Hong Kong's ready. What is up, fam? How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing brilliant. About his broadcast career, if that's okay. You ready to go?
I'm good. I'm all ready to go. Let's go.
Cool. Let's carry on. Question 4. What is your greatest achievement on the radio so far?
Oh, I thought it was what was your greatest achievement. I was about to say completing the PlayStation game Ghost of Tsushima on 100%, but obviously we're being a bit more professional than that. Oh, do you know what? There's been a lot, and I personally think doing the breakfast show has been absolutely fantastic. But I totally miss what my colleague Martha and I were doing with BBC No Filter, like the conversations we'd have every week, the music and the playlist that we'd put together. BBC No Filter was just one of the best times of my life. I did that show for about 2 years. It was sensational. It was just like fun. We had full control. So much more I wish I did with it. So much more I wish I was like heavily. I wish we could have done with it, but I absolutely loved doing that, and just the space that we set up again for like people who felt like on the outside, on the fringes of society, just like who might have felt like misfits. We were like, dude, come into the BBC, have a chat with us about your interests, have a chat with us about what's worrying you, have a chat with us about what you love and what you enjoy. Just flex out and enjoy it. So definitely love being on the breakfast show. I definitely love the breakfast show, but I would definitely say like what we set up and what we did with BBC No Filter on a Monday nights, that space for that younger audience, that space for that alternative audience, definitely one of my proudest achievements for sure.
Was it associated with the City of Culture No Filter? Was it something to do
No,
with
it came after. It came after. It was a bit of like a legacy project where the BBC were throughout the City of Culture year, we were able to sort of engage and hang out and chat with people who had never really sort of spent much time or engaged with the BBC before. It was like youth groups, individual groups, you know what I mean, social groups and stuff, art classes, communities, all this sort of thing. And wanted No Filter to sit there and to take the space and everything, which was, it worked out, I think. And like it's still running out, even though that mouth is off and like Alan's running it, it's still that space for alternative thought and conversation, especially a bit of a longer form conversation, as you know, we don't really sort of have much time for that, for those opportunities during the output during the day. So No Filter, baby. Much love, fam. Much love and respect.
You and Martha were the original founders then.
Oh yeah, with the OGs, G's, with the OGs, G's, with no filter, of no filter. Yeah, of course, man, of course, yeah.
And now we'll move on to question 5. What is your main end goal in your broadcast career?
Do you know what? I would love to be on Radio 1. I would love to be on Six Music. I would love to be on Radio 2 because I listen to those 3 stations a lot. And listen to Radio 4 as well. I love the documentaries on there, and I love the deep dives into certain topics and missions. Like you can listen to a show for like 10 minutes and they can give you so much information. Sometimes I do these little 10-minute shows on Radio 4 and it's just like, wow, that's a lot of dense information. But the way it's presented, it's so skillfully done. And Six are just how they cover just such an area of music which is absolutely massive, but they managed to sort of give the station a very specific identity around, I guess, from world music to contemporary and everything in between. How do you do that and still pull in the amount of listeners it does? I don't know, just the hats off to their music team. 2 is just fun, and they've got the banging soundtrack for it, and the presenters and hosts there is. And 1, I just love 1 because I've grown up with it, and I like what they stand for. And I think I tried to get all the elements about what I love about radio and stick it into No Filter, and especially with the style and just the way that 1 flows from one show to another, and the way that 1 is so acceptance of everyone and making people feel like they've got a space. And it's always like had younger people at heart at Radio 1 and stuff. So I love to present on a national level, but I'd love to have, do you know what? Ideally, personally, I'd love to have my own show. I would love to do like a show like Graham Norton. I'd love a chat to like Graham Norton and then I'd love to do it like maybe 3-4 times a week and do some social stuff like James Corden does. Do you know what I mean? Like have some funny little features, chat to musicians, chat to artists, chat to people, everyday people, and just have fun, figure out things, ask people about questions, figure out things about them, let them talk to me about things that are happening in the world, or be responding to entertainment stuff, or, you know, hearing funny stories from actors and directors about things on set and what motivates them. And yeah, I think I would just love to, you know, do something like that and focus it mainly on music, pop culture, film, TV, entertainment, that sort of thing. That would be my main goal.
And yeah, you've already ticked the Radio 4 box in a way because you did the listening project.
Yeah, been listening project. I've got a couple more things coming up with them, which I can't really talk about at the moment, but I will let you know as soon as I can. That's right. Me and Ben, people can't see this because obviously it's radio, but Ben and I are tapping our noses like, yes. Yes, I'll tell you when we stop recording.
Yeah, because you're probably doing that on the radio late. You'll probably be on Radio 1 within the next 5 years, probably. I'll give you a glowing reference. I'll give you a big reference.
Oh man, you are so kind. You are so kind. Thank you very much. I might be too old by then, Ben.
In about 3 or 4 years, but I'll probably give them a glowing reference so good that they won't just read it, they'll just take my word for it.
Thank you. Ben, I appreciate that. I'm gonna hold you to it though. You need to send me this recording so I've got evidence of that. So when I come knocking like, hey, Ben, give me that reference, bro. Give me that reference. You better answer the door, man. I'll find out where you live. I'll find out where you live.
Just ask the layman where I live. He knows where I live.
They'll know. The layman, but they won't give me it because they'll never give me what I want. Those guys, they live to torture me. So you know that's why it's come off Facebook. I'm joking. That wasn't why I came off Facebook. It got a little bit too much, but that's funny. I'll thank you, Ben. Honestly, that is very kind of you to say and do so. So thank you.
Yeah. And my last question on the list is, what advice would you give to young aspiring broadcasters who are at the bottom of the broadcast ladder like you were many years ago, many moons ago?
I guess just because the most annoying thing about the media industry is that there's no set way into it, because everyone's got like different ways that they've got into sort of this business. I would just say, just keep doing your thing, keep talking about what is interesting to you and passionate to you, because you're going to have days where things are going to be quite slow and obviously life's going to get away. So at least you're going to want to enjoy what you're talking about. And I just think you just got to keep doing it. Got to keep doing it in any way, shape or form. And whatever opportunities come to you, have a look at it, analyze it and jump at them and keep trying different things and like follow that gut instinct of what you do and what you don't like, because I think that counts for so much. I think we spend so much time ignoring it, overthinking things like, is this the right thing to do? Should I do this? Where's it going to lead to? But like, be in the moment. Like, of course, have a plan, have a goal and have an idea, but like, don't forget about what you're doing. I think one of the things I misjudged with No Filter was thinking, I've got to get to Radio 1. I've got to get to Radio 1. This has got to be Radio 1 worthy. This has got to be Radio 1 worthy. If it's good enough for Radio 1, is it good enough for Radio 1? I just kept thinking about that next step, rather than being like, okay, what am I actually doing here in the right now? How can I make this as good as I can? How can I make this as enjoyable as possible? So just be in the moment, take opportunities, have fun, and just be true to yourself. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. I know it sounds very like, very cliche and stuff like that, but it's true. To me, you've got to ignore what everybody else is into. You've got to ignore what everybody else is into. If you're doing stuff around what you're good at, what you're interested in, you'll get good at it, and you can transfer those skills into other areas as well. So yeah, definitely, you know what I mean, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, you know, take opportunities to live in the moment and stuff.
Brilliant. Yeah. Can I just say I respect what you are doing for the diversity sector. That's all I'm going to say. And what I'm doing as well, I respect what I'm doing, and I respect what we're all doing to help it, because we need more people from all walks of life, if you get what I mean.
I do. Totally.
Equal opportunities in this world, because I'm a person who believes in equal opportunity. Everybody has a right to work. Everybody has a right to be happy. You know. And I believe
definitely.
And I believe in that because I'm a fair person and caring person, and I want to see more people like with autism on the radio, because you don't really get to see that as much. And more people,
hopefully,
more people from all walks of life, if you get what I mean.
yeah. I think with the work that you're doing, and obviously with my colleague and friend Fiona, and Fiona and Cheryl's podcast, like All About the Spectrum, it's opening doors. It's allowing people to sort of be a little bit more educated, get an insight into a life and experience that they're unfamiliar with. So I think you're right. You know what I mean? We want to see different types of people, different walks of life. You know, people with all sorts of things going on in their life, being able to come on and feel comfortable, being able to feel entitled, being able to feel welcomed into these spaces of broadcasting without worry, without persecution. Do you know what I mean? Without feeling prejudiced on people. So just got to keep doing what you're doing, my friend. Just got to keep doing what you're doing.
And you keep doing what you're doing, Sarah, and Radio 1 will come knocking.
Yeah. I keep my fingers crossed. I do keep my fingers crossed. It's good to have goals, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Healthy.
Yeah. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me today, Kofi, and talking about your broadcast career.
All right. No problemo. No problemo.
Here on Hull Kingston Radio 107.4 FM. That's it for today.
Yeah.
Do join me again soon, ladies and gents, for another interview. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kofi Smiles, thank you very much for joining me.
Nah, my man, thank you for having me back once again. I thought, being on it once was like an absolute treat, but you got me back for a second time. I'm just like, man, I'm balling. Yeah, because we're balling. Here we go. Thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's a wrap. But do stay there for the photo. And now it's time to go back to the studio.